Hello.
Yo, yo. What's good? What's good? Welcome, welcome. You already know what time it is. It's just cash. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Got a new day, Taco Tuesday, coming at you guys with a little college basketball, and joined as always, Underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
Hi. I'm grand. I'm awake today. Yesterday I was half asleep. But today I'm here.
Hell yeah. Love to hear that.
Million games to look at. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got a pretty busy day. It's an interesting slate to say the least, and I think we got a couple plays for us. Now, let's talk about last night real quick. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. Had some unfortunate last-minute news with Ezra and then Chad Baker-Marza. He ended up coming off the bench. That just kind of killed both of these props here. Really couldn't see that coming. I mean, we had no idea that was going to happen. There's no coach speak about that. So would not have taken the under knowing their lead shooter was going to be coming off the bench, nor would we have taken over on his props because he only ended up playing like 16 minutes. So clearly something's going on with him and the coach or him and the organization. Not really sure what's up, but small punishment looks like for him, and we'll keep an eye on that moving forward. And then Bruce came through for us, made us sweat it down to the ends. Pretty terrible first half from him and Mass alike, and Mass ended up coming up a little bit short. Pretty unfortunate to say the least. He was like 1 of 6 or 1 of 7 from 3-point range, and the start of the game looked beautiful. He hit the opening bucket for us. So if you guys got that from the stream yesterday, I think it was like plus 500 or 450. And then he just kind of went away from the down low in the mid-range game and started chucking threes. So ended up turning up in the second half, but it was a little bit too late. So unfortunate day to say the least, but we got a couple plays for you guys and a couple things to talk about. So we'll get a little bounce back here and get that cash back. I know you were pretty happy about our bet online stuff yesterday. So we hit both of them, or did we miss one?
We missed the Mass because Mass didn't come through with 20 PR. I think it was. He fell a little short.
Yeah, that's right. Our plus money plays. So that was unfortunate, but we did hit the other one, and looking to keep it going here today. So
yeah, the other one was easy. Kohler came through easy, and Fierce came through easy.
Yeah,
and boy, oh boy, that USC team total under came through in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They had like 2 points.
Yeah, that was pretty easy there, and that game wasn't close at any point whatsoever. So good looks. We're back at it again today. So new slate, new chance to get it right here. But we got a busy day, so we're not going to dilly-dally too much. If you guys do us a huge favor, make sure if you haven't already, hit that like button down below. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Turn the noties on and hop in the Discord. Still running 7-day free trial, so make sure you check it out in the links down below. If you guys got any questions, you can also shout them out in the comments. But let's talk about, we'll say, in all transparency, we missed a little bit of value on Christian Anderson. So let's kind of get him out of the way real quick here. I do still like the 15 or more. It's a very easy parlay, low minus 200s for a lot of stuff. And even on PrizePicks today, for example, if you got tacos, you can get this for a 2.5x. But Houston, obviously a really solid defense, so we know that overall. But one thing, pros and cons for them, they've been really good at limiting paint presence. So, i.e., I expect Toppin to somewhat struggle today. They held them in check pretty well last year when they played, so I do assume they will try and do the same. But one thing that Houston's being exposed for is high volume, in particular, 3-point shooters, but any kind of mixed bag shooters from the field and can get to the line. And this is a pretty crazy discount for Christian Anderson. I mean, we're talking a player who averages 20 points per game so far this season, a night and day player from last year. So any of this metrical data from last year is not even in the same ballpark. But I mean, a player averaging 38 minutes a game, regardless of close or blowout, none of that matters. Dude is just out there playing. Love to see that. And yes, it is against Houston. We'll circle back to that, but this is a crazy discount. I mean, expecting him to score 15 or 16. Really, I will say not much difference in the 15.5 line and the 16.5 line. So I still do like them both. Only a 1 game difference sample size. But again, I mean, this guy's just playing an unhinged amount of minutes, and I know you and I kind of jokingly talk about it, but I would say he's the backbone of this team, man. I mean, he's really carried a lot of weight for him this season. We don't see a whole lot of players putting up over 25 points on multiple games, especially at the college level. And I mean, the fact that he averages 20 points again with such a discrepancy is pretty wild. So it is a matchup, but the game total wasn't that bad by Houston standards. So I didn't mind that. And then again, we're just seeing how many guards are exposed in this matchup. You know, you couldn't ask for a better situation because it's literally just him and it's just Toppin, and that's it. Like, that's the whole team. So hopefully they can keep the game close. That would be my only initial concerns, but it's only a 6.5 point spread, so I do like to see that. And yeah, man, this dude's been a wagon this season.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. First thought. Can you see that? Now that you were talking about it, I threw that together while you were talking about it. What do you think about that? Christian Anderson 15 plus, JT 20 plus PR. Is that not good? You think that'll crack? JT is a little scary against Houston, but 20 PR sounds easy for him, right?
I mean, that should be easy work for him, even if it has to be a large majority of rebounds. You know, I'd be impressed if they held him under 10 points. I mean, that really hasn't happened a whole hell of a lot this season, but for just 20 PR, I mean, he's only missed that one game this season, and that was a big blowout. Only played 30, you know, I say only 30 minutes, but only played 30 minutes that game as well. But any of the other reasonably competitive games, you know, he's really put in some effort. So, yeah, I like that. For a two-picker, that's not bad at all.
Right there, right? Because you can get your 15 plus, and he's already bumped, so it sucks we have to wait till the morning. I should do something like set an early alarm, and we should check bowl when you wake up, because you wake up, you know, 3 hours later over there. So we should look at these early, because we keep missing this value, man. It's pissing me off. But that right there sounds like it fits with everything we're talking about.
I like it. I like it. Especially for a two-picker, that's not bad at all.
Okay. Because it sucks. They don't have Anderson's assists in there. That's what threw me off before. But you brought up Toppin right now. I was like, hold on, maybe this will work.
Yeah, that could definitely work.
All right. I'm locking it in then. Fuck it. Don't fail me, Toppin.
Yeah, you better not.
We'll just do a half unit on it, though? Just because it's Houston?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
All right, cool. Let's do it. I'll post that one up. Bingo.
Cool. Hey, look at that. Cooking live on air for you guys.
Yee! Oh, we got a couple questions. Q Donkey's here. What's up, bro? Damien's here. What's up, bro?
It's good.
D Johnson's here. What's up, bro? They all got questions. I don't know when you want to look at that or you want to go on to what you got in your queue still. It's up to you. Let me know.
Yeah, we can knock out a few questions here real quick.
All right. D Johnson's first. He says, thoughts on Isaiah Evans over 13.5 points and my homie Wilkinson over 16.5 points. Wilkinson's been amazing, but you always scare me with the minutes, so I'd look away from him. But damn, he's a scorer. That's going to be a good game. Georgia and Florida is going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, that should be a good game, honestly.
So he said, what was the line? He said Wilkerson over 16.5 points.
Yeah, the 16.5 points I like. The 17.5, I'm probably good on that personally. He's been solid, man. You know, you brought up the minutes as kind of being a concern. I mean, that would be my only initial thing is just how much time on the floor he has. If he's playing over 30 minutes, I mean, this dude's going to be a shoo-in to hit that, no problem. We saw it this last game against Auburn. Not the easiest of matchups either, but really it's just the minutes, man. I love the production. I love the shot volume from him. Can coach just give us a little bit more minutes here? That's my only thing. But it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Florida's not really been that great against guards. They're reasonable against the power forwards especially. I don't mind it. Again, the minutes would be my only thing.
I know. What's up with the minutes? He does good when he comes in. I don't understand. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure with that. Let's see. No foul trouble, no nothing. Nope. Just minutes.
17 against. Okay, they didn't really need him in that game or that game. Maybe it's the the close games against good teams, maybe he plays more. Is that a fact? Or am I tripping? 36 against Auburn's big in the last game. That gives me some hope.
That wasn't overtime, was it?
It was.
Oh, it was, yeah.
But still, 36, that means what, 31? Still pretty good for him. He never hit the 30s till that game. Wow, that's interesting. I wonder.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag of what we're going to get out of him. I mean, I would say realistically, if he's playing in a close game, he's probably playing 26 to 28 minutes, give or take. The 30 minutes, I don't know if I'm sold on that completely because, I mean, he was just doing absolutely everything. But the usage rating has been really stout for him so far this season. The shot volume, obviously double digit in every game but this one. The close games, though, have the minutes, just back to the minutes. I mean, we had Xavier, he only played 19, but then Clemson, he played 27. Auburn, over 30 minutes for the first time. And then, Cincy, that was a blowout. So, I mean, he was on pace for probably 28, 30 minutes again here. I would like to think that he would play in that 30-minute marker, but again, he's only done it once this last game, so that's the only positive that we have to kind of back that up.
Yeah, it's a little sketch for the minutes. Obviously, Florida's not no slouch on defense either, but he could get there. It looks like he's getting there every game regardless of the minutes, besides that second to last game there, where they didn't need him probably.
Yeah.
Damn,
that usage rating is fat, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty damn impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Ayo's here.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what's good, dude?
He says, yo, Undertaker, we love you. Yay. Okay. What about Isaiah Evans? We love you back, Ayo, by the way. Just so you know.
Yeah. Evans looked pretty solid today. I did like him quite a bit this last game. Now, he is going to be coming off of the season high, so, kind of take that for what you will. The matchup overall is definitely not bad, especially them not having Mikael Brown right now, and I'm not too worried about the other guy. I mean, they're reasonable on the wing, but they are giving up threes. I mean, on both sides of the ball here, both of these teams are just giving up a ton of threes. So I do think that we see a little bit more from that. The only thing about Louisville is the interior defense, like I said, being pretty solid. One thing I did notice, though, they are giving up a pretty high amount of PA. Now, I know this guy isn't the best assist. You can see the +1 or 1.5 at plus money isn't great, but they are giving up a lot of PA to opposing guards. I wish this thing would actually show everything here.
I know. Why does it do that? Weird. Outliers. Weird. They just show who they want.
Now,
maybe are they just showing players that had points or had a line? Maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they aren't throwing everything out at least.
No, it's players that have a line, but also stuff at the more top end of the teams. Like, it doesn't show any of the bottom dwellers.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, we've seen some of, like, the standout high usage players like Gillespie, Chisholm went off against them as well, Ibuki alike, and then the other one, DeVries, he had a really solid game. So it's not necessarily like strictly just the 3-point shooters, but anybody that has any kind of assist upside. So I don't know if I would necessarily take the PA for him, but that is what they have been giving up the most of. Now, they did move his line back down. I mean, 13.5 is pretty fair. I will say 12.5 would be even better, but 13.5, I could live with that. My only concern, though, is just, again, if Boozer gets really active, or both Boozers. I mean, the Camden or Caden, the other Boozer, he had a really, really poor last game. So, that could be kind of subject to change. But the man Boozer, I do worry about, because second half stuff for him, I mean, if he ball hogs, that bro is not passing the ball. He's just going to the lane.
Yeah. I was looking at a bowl play in that game, actually, and Boozer, you can take it 18 plus 7 rebounds, and then you can throw in Conwell. And I was thinking we need one more little thing, but Evans is a little bit inconsistent for my liking. But it all relies on his threes, right? It's just kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about his 3-point shooting, which, I mean, again, it's a good spot, but it's on the road too. He hasn't been that spectacular so far this season on the road. So, I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on him. To be honest, the Duke side of things today is a little bit scary. I mean, there's no like great spots, and I mean, Boozer, his lines are definitely way the hell up there now. So, like, you're going to be paying that tax for it.
24.5. Hoo-wee.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but again, the guards make sense. This matchup bodes really well for both sides of the ball here. So it could be more of a run and gun situation. There could be rebounds aplenty, potential assists aplenty if they're hitting threes. So I do like the RA upside from those guys, but having to rely on this guy has been kind of a tough pill to swallow this season.
Right. Yeah, he's a little scary. Who knows? The funny thing is Duke was only favored by 1 point, or even a pick 'em, and Duke is undefeated, right? Or did they lose one? They lost one. That's right. That's why.
Yeah, I think that was a single game.
Yeah. To somebody they shouldn't have lost to. Texas Tech. Wow.
Yeah.
Woo. That game against Houston's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to go to Q Donkey here's Blue Cane points. He said, and also, who did he bring up yesterday? I noticed he hit. He had a hella rebounds. Oregon. Evans. Who was it? Kwame something?
Oh, Kwame?
Yeah, Kwame. Yeah, he came through. That was a nice one. I looked at that like, oh, snap. They weren't as slow as I thought they would be, and he came through. Biddle came through, too.
Yep. Oh, they went in overtime, didn't they?
Oh, did they? Is that what happened? They were doing good already, though.
Yeah, well, he had asked about the PRA yesterday,
yeah.
And I saw that he kind of puttered out there towards the end. So I don't know if he got that in overtime or regulation, but
no, it was 21.5, I think.
It's 23.5 because Shellstad already got ruled out.
Oh, it was 23.5. Okay, but still, he got there easy, right? 29.
Yeah. 41 minutes. That's crazy.
Nice. Okay, what about Blue Cane points? Blue Cane reminds me of Slim Jesus. You ever seen it? It's like, oh, Slim Jesus, he disappeared. He stopped making songs. He just went out and started playing basketball. Okay, cool. It's a cool little pivot.
Now, Blue's an interesting one because I've kind of low-key played him a few times this season. He's one of the players, he will definitely get minutes in games, like in the competitive games. I mean, dude's pretty well locked for 30 or more minutes. The volumes kind of come back down to earth a little bit more the last two games, but usage rating's still been pretty solid. I think there's just kind of maybe a stance that you're going to have to take between him and Wilkerson as far as like who's going to actually stay on the floor and who's going to continue being that lead shooter for the team. So I do like them both. Blue has somewhat of a tougher matchup because he is going to be dealing with Thomas Haig and a splash of Condon down low. So I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. Not really a big foul guy. So, I mean, that is something good. And we know Haig's going to take a lot of threes, so he shouldn't be fouling against him. But Haig is no slouch on defense either. So that one felt a little bit tougher. I think if I had to pick between the two of them, I might tip my hat to Wilkerson here just because he's been trending more in the right direction, or at least back up to what we saw at the beginning of the season. For him, it's just, the minute sweat, and then Kane, his line's appropriate.
Now, let me ask you this, because I'm glad he brought it up. When you go to the alt plays here, Blue Cane has hit 10 plus in every single game of the season. Do you feel confident in that he will hit 10 points again? Because when you have a 100% hit rate, something to be said for that. Is Florida gonna knock him away off that track there? Because we can add your guy Thomas. I don't know how to say his name. What do you say, Haig? I feel like I want to say Huff or something. Do you know what they said? Did they call him that on TV? Haig?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like him again today? I'm thinking maybe we can alt him up with Kane's 10 points, maybe. Or do you think Kane has the chance to have that first time under 10 today?
He's been really solid for 10. That one 100%. I don't mind at all.
100%. Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. Let me see.
For Haig, can we get his 12 plus?
Haig, we can get 15. Or we can get 20 PR.
I'll probably do the 15.
15 points? What's his hit rate with 15 points? Let's look.
Let's see, 71%, but that was blowout, 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 blowout.
Okay. There we go. I like how you did that real quick. Blowout, 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 blowout. So they're 100%. They're 100%.
We went over him last time.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it gives you minus 200 if you put those two together. But they're 100%. So we'd have to find one little thing to add to that. Keep that in the back pocket.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
All right, cool. And then Damien says, is Boozer getting 11 boards today?
He definitely might, man. I mean, I'll be honest. I think his RA upside could have some pretty good spice on it today. I worry about the scoring upside for him. You know, this team doesn't give up a whole hell of a lot of fouls and stuff, even though he is great at drawing them, but just in general, they don't really, not like that. I don't mind the RA upside though, man. It really depends on, you know, again with, oh my God, I just totally forgot this guy's name. The guard we were just talking about, Evans. It really depends a lot on him. Like if he's having a great game, then, you know, the assist will be there. The only thing that's kind of annoying though is if he ends up covering a little bit more on Conwell, like trying to shut down from the perimeter, he might lose out on a few rebounds there. But Louisville does shoot a pretty ample amount of threes, so I mean he should be able to snag the long ball. I can't imagine they're going to move Patrick out of the center spot too much as long as Frew is out there. But if they go small, that would be my only concern. Is they go small, they put Boozer at the 5, and then he misses out on chances for the 3-point long ball. That could be somewhat obnoxious, but I mean, in general, he's been really consistent. It's that line's a little high though, man. That'd be my only thing.
What, the 11 rebounds?
Yeah, that's a little high. Yeah, you can see plus money. Now, I would consider the 10 plus. I mean, wow, these odds are way different. Minus 135 for 10 or more, and then he goes all the way up to 11.5.
What is that, FanDuel?
Yeah, FanDuel's got minus 145 for under 10.5, and then over 9.5 is minus 135.
Damn, the 9.5 looks good. Not that I want to take it, but taking just rebounds when you got to reach like that is kind of scary. But it made me think again. What about Hadley under? Is that too scary, or can Duke hold him down?
Yeah, I like the Hadley under. I mean, he's gonna be dealing with Boozer for most of the time, so this could easily be an early foul game for him.
Ooh, look what you can do on Bowl, 11.5. Is Hadley 11.5? Or he might be 10.5. He's 11.5 on here. But you can do his under, and then you can do Boozer's 18 points, 7 rebounds. Shit, you could do 5 rebounds and still get a good price. To be even more secure there. Plus 105. That's with Hadley under.
Oh, with Hadley under? Yeah. I don't mind 11.5. I mean, dude's only hit that, 3 times this season?
Mm-hmm. And he got Duke. He doesn't want to shoot. He just, if he gets in the right position, he'll shoot, but he's not trying to shoot. Here, look, I'll show you on my screen real quick what we can do. Because see, because Boozer 5 points. I mean, come on. 5 rebounds. You got to get that. 18 points. You got to get that. So we're just sweating Hadley under, right? For plus 100. Honestly. Or is Hadley under 11.5 already and we're not really gaining much here? That's the question.
Let's see.
I like how I can switch to my screen and back. That's fun.
It's helpful.
Dope.
Yeah, he is 11.5.
Oh, okay. So it's not really helping. We can just play that straight.
Yeah, which I mean, hey, I don't mind. I don't mind a little under action here. I don't mind that at all.
Now, did they let us alt it on? We don't need to alt it. Actually, we'll just keep the right. We'll keep all the money. Fuck you, Hadley.
He got shit on by them both times last year.
He sucks
in big minutes.
Well, he doesn't suck, but he doesn't score.
Yeah, and I mean, he really doesn't offer much of a 3-point upside, so I don't think there's much as far as like bailout stuff. I mean, really, the best games that he had was he did hit a 3, ironically, in most of these games, all but this one right here, which that was his second highest free throw attempt game. So I mean, that makes sense, but I mean, dude does not take double digit shots at all, and a real difficult matchup here against Boozer. Like, really difficult.
You want to roll with it?
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's coming off of a second season high, too. Yeah, get out of here.
Throw him on the list, half unit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Hey, if you say fuck that guy, I'm with it.
Bro, his usage rating is terrible. Like, he's just been kind of a random spot-up shooter, and then he goes out and snags rebounds. Like, that's it.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, watch this. I'll flip it to my screen again. Bing. Look at that. 12.5, 1.51. That's not bad. Let's see what 13.5 is. 1.34. We might want to leave it at 11.5, though. What do you think?
That 12 is not bad, man.
Yeah.
It's only a slight payout difference.
1.5, and then you can add something to that we like. Keep that in the back pocket too.
Yeah, that one might be list worthy, honestly.
We'll go like this. We'll screenshot that. We'll screenshot that guy. All right, I'll throw that in our chat. We can look at that.
You add it to the listy list?
We can. Yeah, I'll add it for you. We'll add that, and then was there another one, or did you want to just leave that for now?
Yeah, let's leave these two for now. I did add Christian Anderson for that 15 plus, and then got two other plays here to talk. Well, three other plays to talk about. Two that felt pretty confident on, and then one from the was it the Oklahoma game or UCF game? But let's talk about Big Keyshawn Hall here for a minute. Kind of surprised his lines have been adjusted. Like the points and the rebounding have kind of been all over the place as far as what they've set the lines at. But his fantasy, he's been really, really consistent with that. We had a few blowout games and poor performances from the team just in general. Mostly on the road. They played really bad against Purdue. No surprise there. Arizona on the road. Michigan's just beating everyone's ass. So I think we got to kind of overlook that too. And then, again, another road game in Oregon. But guys are back in the house tonight, and he's been crushing it at home. He's actually 100%. I didn't even notice that. 100% so far this season at home. And I love his spot. I mean, Texas, they have been getting absolutely murdered inside the paint pretty fast. I think the total was not bad. And I wanted to circle back real fast to the Georgia-Florida game. That total is something that really stood out for me, 174.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Georgia goes and goes and goes and goes.
We might end up adding either Wilkerson or Blue to the list here, but I just don't know in what capacity. But there could be something from that game that we could definitely hammer in.
Maybe
Bet online would be nice.
That's what I was gonna say, because remember we looked at that here. We'll look at that. Look at that here. So we go Georgia. Where am I at? We go Georgia. Where are you? Oh, I'm fucking up. See how it works for me? I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, here we go. But yeah, we were looking at Kane at 10. And who was the other one? Oh, Haig.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can do with them. Because we had a good little two-picker there. So if we want to throw Wilkerson in, maybe. So we put Haig.
His 10 plus might be super cheap.
Yeah, if they give us 10. Because he's higher up there.
He's at the top.
Blue. We could throw him there first. I just wanted to see how it changed it. Here we go. So 12, 133.
That's not bad. Was there much? Let me see. Was there much difference there? Alice, sweet baby's over there dreaming.
So 12 plus for Wilkerson. What's his hit rating there? I like how you can do it like this and then check the 3 games. Those are probably the same 3 blowouts.
30 points.
Oh, that one wasn't.
That one wasn't. And then he just still didn't play minutes here and that.
But man, that total's telling us he's probably going to get 12 points. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so.
Or since we already know Haig is 15 plus, wasn't he 100%? There was only the 3 blowouts. So if we go Kane 10, Haig 15, can we do a team total over?
I would think so. I mean, on which side, I'm not sure.
I know. It's just when we pick a team, we can get more value. Like we can do Georgia over 72.5 at -149, or we could do Florida over 82.5. Jeez, I'd feel better about Georgia over 72.5.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with the alt being 80.
Right. If we look at Georgia, they've scored over. The lowest they've scored the entire season, 78 one time. It was that Xavier game. Besides that, 84 is their lowest total in the entire season. So we need 73.
That seems doable.
Doesn't it? Is Florida going to stop them?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be our only concern here. But let's see, how many games has Florida allowed? Was it 73, right?
Yeah, 73.
All right, so we got Mizzou. What about the real teams? Let's look at the real teams. All right, Mizzou had 74, UConn 73, Duke 68, or 67, Providence 78, Miami 68, Florida State 76, and then Arizona had 93. Wow. But I mean, Mizzou plays pretty slow. UConn's kind of slow.
UConn's for sure slow, and Georgia's like one of the fastest. So we got to throw all that in there in the mix. But Georgia hasn't come close to scoring under 73. If you look at their team, it's wild. I know it is Florida though, but we're at Florida too. Eesh. That's the scary part, I guess.
Yeah, they're putting up some hella numbers.
Right.
Man. Yeah, I think we got to take a shot here on something with that, man. I mean, it's either that or the combined team totals, but I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, we need 73 points from Georgia here. Right there.
Let's do it.
73, Kane 10, Haig 15. With that crazy total?
Yeah, let's do that one. I like that.
I love it. Okay, cool. Knock that out. Full unit?
Yeah.
Oh, he says yes, let's go. All right, cool. I'll post that one up. Yeah. And do you have anything else you want to run through? We have a few more questions, or at least one I saw somewhere.
Yeah, let's just talk about the other two plays here real fast.
Cool.
Briefly touched on Keyshawn Hall, I think, and you also for input here. It's again being back at home. Auburn's really struggled on the road. Close projected game. I was going to look up the total. That's what I was doing here. 166.5. I like that. Also like Auburn to pick up the dub here. I will say. They're giving us pretty good odds on them today. -330 at the house. Looks pretty good. But pace total, all that stuff bodes really well for his RA upside. I do like the block and steal upside for Hall today. Team's been allowing quite a few steals per game. I mean, 2 or more basically to any kind of active bigs. And the block upside should be there. I know he's not notorious for that many blocks, but love to see his assist rating has been spiking a lot over the last month now. I know he can have a game where he, it's 1 or 2 assists, but usually those are trade-offs for him scoring wise. And his rebounds have come back down a little bit more towards earth. He was way up to like 8.5 for a little bit here. I believe the fantasy has it baked in at 6.5. And then the turnovers kind of game to game, but still keeps it pretty well in check. But I do like this spot here, honestly. Really, for these guys, it's just been the minutes in the blowout games where they don't play. This dude's been a beast at the house. And, what was our big from last year? Broom? Yeah, Broom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're seeing the same flashes of the same style of offense, the same style of play. They run it through him. I mean, the field goal volume is through him. So everything is really aligning for him to have a solid performance. The individual lines are a little bit higher than what I would personally like to stomach. If you want to play his 20 plus, alts and stuff like that, that looks fine. But he's just doing a little bit too much for the team right now to kind of, land on any one prop. The PRA even has looked pretty solid, so I didn't mind that. But the fantasy only adding 4 basically on top of that, I don't mind that at all. I mean, he's racking up the RA, and then just get us a few stocks along the way. I think we'll be looking good.
He's been a baller.
Now, is he list worthy? That's what our next question is going to be. List worthy or nah?
I don't know. It's fantasy score. I have to let you say in that regard.
I think so, man. I think we lock in this one. This feels very much like a Nate Biddle play. Brought it up earlier. Also, another big thing for him is Pettiford was last game moved to the bench. So
what? I didn't know that. What a loser.
Yes. I forgot about that. He was a late bench guy who actually ended up having a season high, like everything. His usage rating was crazy, but that was with him not competing for usage with Overton and with Keyshawn Hall here. So I think even if we're talking maybe getting 4 or 5 minutes on the floor without Pettiford out there is pretty massive. That shot volume should look pretty well the same that we did this last game. And even though he still only put up 20 points, it wasn't an easy matchup. Georgia's not that bad on defense. But this matchup, phenomenal. They're allowing points. The pace is good. Total's good. So, I really like this. I think he can go for a 40 bomb today.
All right. Well, go ahead and click on your picks over there, and he's written already. How you like that?
Oh, the picks.
Hey. Whoa. Is it half unit or is it full unit is the question.
I'm thinking we go for a full ski. We're not being scared today. We're going full units.
I like it. Should we go full on Hadley too, since it's 1.51 at 12.5?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
All right, so we need to find a combo for Hadley later, but we shall.
Yeah, we should be able to find that. They probably have a good PA line for Christian Anderson we could scoop up.
Ooh, now you're thinking.
All right, and then next 2 plays we'll talk about real quickly. I know another fantasy play, but one that we have played multiple times this season. I even called it in this last game. I was like, bro, his fantasy, it was at 28.5. It still felt way too low. Anytime this guy's been under 30 fantasy this season, it's been on the radar, not only for the hit rating, but just for general, minutes, he plays pretty solid amount. He did get into a little bit of foul trouble in these 2 competitive games here in the first half, but closed the game out really strong. That was actually the only reason he missed against Xavier here, was that first half foul trouble. But this matchup couldn't ask for anything more. The blocks and the steal upside here has been pretty massive. We've seen them give it up to a lot of different opposing defenders, mostly the block upside. So I do like the fact that he's been 50% on the season for that in general. Would love to see another multiple block game here. He's had multiple steal games multiple times. So dare I say, looking at maybe 4 potential stocks tonight, and I would not be surprised.
KJ Lewis, he's your guy. We rating him on the list too? Come on, he was shooting.
Bro, he's been the man for this team so far this season. And
how's the matchup for him though today? Not scary?
No, it's definitely, I think maybe a little bit slower than one would love. Let's see, what was his game total. 144.5 was really, my only kind of red flag. DePaul is a little bit on the slower side, but their interior defense is not that great at all. They're giving up a lot of RA to opposing bigs right now, which is something that he's just been killing so far this season. But I love the block and steal upside for him. And plus he's coming off of, he is coming off of a really, really good scoring wise game, but his point line being at 14.5 feels honestly really appropriate. He's been 15.5 or more for the last several games now, which is maybe why they kind of adjusted it back down after he missed twice. But this is a pretty solid spot. I mean, they are giving up a reasonable amount of production to opposing bigs. Most of them who miss, they're coming up just shy of their line. Except for Zuby. I believe Zuby got into bad foul trouble in this matchup, but most of the guys, Caravan went for 21, Trey Carroll, and even Phillip. This dude's a bum. He still scored 10 points.
This dude's a bum. I know I went under him one time and he got me that bum. Hey, switch over to the college basketball picks, week 11 real quick.
We got some more.
Let's go.
Yes,
KJ Lewis, 1 unit bucket. Let's go.
1 unit, fuck it. That's the story of the day.
Yeah, man, let's get it. So many games today. We might as well fire them off.
But I love him, man. I mean, he's been really solid. The ceiling potential for him, I think, is still way too low. His fantasy line should easily be, 32, 33, something like that. Over 30, that's for sure. And there's probably also a reason why he's only on PrizePicks and not on Underdog. So I do like to see that. Shout out to PrizePicks, man. Underdog, I don't know what their deal is. They still don't have a majority of the fantasy stuff up for today at all. So kind of slacking.
Yeah, that's weird. I was looking right now. They just took him off the board completely. I think.
Who?
AJ, I thought. Who? AJ, I'm refreshing to make sure. But yeah, he was grayed out when I clicked on him. Let's see.
Oh, on Underdog?
Yeah. Oh, he's back. Let's see. Maybe they were changing something. Nope, they didn't add fantasy yet. Okay. Yep. All right, cool. KJ, Keyshawn, we got 2 fantasy plays. We got 2 bowl plays. We got Christian Anderson. Also, hey, let me see if I do this now. We're gonna experiment live while we're on here. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna screenshot Christian Anderson, 19.5 PA. And can I pull it over here? Probably can't, but let's see if I can. Nope, they said fuck you. I wanted to pull it over. How could I do that? Oh, well, don't listen to me. There's a way. But anyways, Christian Anderson and 19.5 PA with Javon Hadley under 12.5 gives us 2.25x. How does that hit you? Doesn't sound too bad. 2.25, Hadley under 12.5, Anderson over 19.5 PA.
Yeah, it's probably way better odds than we're going to get anywhere else.
Surprisingly. We can't even get PA alt on Bet Online. Can you get PA alt on any of your sites? I don't think you can. You can't on Underdog either. This might be the only place.
Yeah, not for straight up PA, no.
All right, we might as well lock that one in too then. Half unit or full? You tell me.
For the Hadley one?
We got to go full. We wrote full. We're going full.
Yeah, we're going full unit on. Fuck that guy.
Okay, and then your 15 points for, you have him written at 15. Do you want to just put Anderson alt 19.5 and then make it the play? 19.5 PA and then we'll put full underneath? You know?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right,
yeah.
Let's do that. There we go. We're firing. We're firing. Okay. Over 19.5. Now, what I want to talk about, I don't know if you have another guy you're looking at. Oh, because is this D. Johnson's question here?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So I guess let's talk about Jamie here real fast. He's the one that's a little bit more unknown. He's all right. I mean, honestly, just kind of a low volume shooter. He's been pretty efficient, mixed bag shooter, mostly from 3, but he does get to the free throw line a pretty fair amount. He's all right. I mean, honestly, if I'm picking somebody scoring wise upside today from Butler, it's probably going to be Bizjack again. I mean, technically speaking, the guards on both sides of this game are in a real prime spot. The interior defense for both of these teams have been really, really stout, but they are giving it up to guards, mostly 3-point shooters. So Jamie's all right. I mean, I do think he might have somewhat of a tougher time today, especially if they're throwing doubles and stuff at like Zuby or Hopkins. Mostly Zuby. Like if Ajay has to come over and help defense on him, then there's a good chance that Kaiser is end up going to be covering Hopkins, and Hopkins plays a lot out on the wing too. So him, I don't know about. I do like Bizjack though, and I saw you brought up also Nolan Winter, who had a real bad stretch in kind of the midseason area here. A few of these were close games as well that he just kind of didn't do anything against some of the bigger teams. But 13.5 points is pretty appropriate. I mean, last season, we saw some flashes of upside here for him. But the only annoying problem about this team is they just have so many shooters on it. Any given night, one of these, if not two of these guys, are going to end up losing out on production. So and then the minutes kind of also being another thing. I know they played in a lot of blowout games, which is one thing, but his minutes just really being all over the place is kind of concerning. I don't think it's a bad play. I mean, 13.5 is definitely more fair than the 14.5. I would not play the 14.5 for sure. If you can find, it looks like most of the sites do have the 13.5. So if you're going to take one, at least let it be that.
Cool. There you go. D. Johnson says, thanks, guys. You're welcome, dude.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, you had a quick question. I had just kind of one last player to kind of glance over, and then I think that was it for today.
I did, and that's who it was. It was actually him and the other guy, Foltz. I forget his name. Foltz. And then Q Donkey, we skipped over his question. Max McMillian under PRA. Somehow I missed that. If you want to look at that too. You want to look at him first? Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So Max is an interesting one. I actually kind of went down the rabbit hole a little bit on this team yesterday. Let's see. I'll go back to my notes. They're playing against South Carolina. All right. So this guy is RA do nothing. I know last game he had a real big spike, and there is a reason for that. So their lead point guard, Dedan Thomas, is actually out and not available for this game. Let me see. Let me bring up the team stuff. Yeah, so Dedan, he's their point guard, and obviously, you can see all these assists per game. That is something that is going to have a trickle effect. And even though their backup point guard did have a pretty solid game, let's see, Jalen Reese, he had 7 assists this last game. We did see Max also kind of soak up some of that usage here. Now, I will say the rebounding, I think, is very suspect for him. That one's been a little bit more game for game. And it's definitely a high number. I mean, 3.5, he's only hit that like 3. Yeah, it was 3 times so far this season. So the RA side of it, I totally agree with. But his shot volume usage definitely took a huge step forward. And that assist this last game, I don't know how to feel about that. So that one really being my only red flag about it. I mean, his lines are high as shit. Even the fantasy is super high. I just don't know. I don't know about that usage rating for the assist. That could be a little bit spiky. So maybe even like PR downside potential, or like taking the fantasy, something like that. I mean, he's not really the highest steal kind of guy, but he is going to be one of their main shooters. I mean, it's just him and the center. I can never remember this guy's name. Michael Nwoko. He's one of their main field goal shooters too. So, I mean, it's pretty much just these two guys usage all the time for right now, as long as Dedan's out. So I don't know how to feel about the RA portion of it, but I do agree that it has been his biggest suspect part of his upside this season is that.
Do we have another, what's his name, RA under here? Or is this guy actually hitting his PRA sometimes? I just glanced. I was looking at something else, but it doesn't look like he's getting there much.
No. I mean, he's definitely coming up short on a lot of this stuff. So I agree. But the only thing being, again, with Dedan being out, that's huge. And we saw a huge difference this last game.
That's the reason. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ironically, one thing that I also noticed is this team's given up a pretty insane amount of RA as well. Mostly it is to the power forward position. Buddy, if you knock my drink over, man. It's mostly to the power forward position. So, I mean, he is a shooting guard, so that's not too concerning there. But there's just maybe a few unknowns there that kind of murky up the water.
All right. And then Wet brought up earlier there's a 100% boost on Sleeper for college basketball today. That should be interesting. We have all this to pick from, so we can throw in some alts and all that stuff. We can look at that after in the Discord, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember if he was saying it had to be a 5 pick, but I think it did.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
But that's cool.
All right.
100% is a nice little... Makes the only time I'll ever want to do a 5 pick, you give me a 100% boost, I'll try it out. We'll throw some alts in there.
No, 100%. Yeah, I'll make that payout work.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the last two things, we'll talk about Riley, and then I guess we'll talk about the famous. He's kind of a field favorite today, and I mean I get it, the pace total and all that stuff makes sense, but man, he's been even in the games that were equally as good as this. I mean, he's just not producing. The minutes are secure. I do like seeing that. He's playing all the time in the world, and that looks great. The game environment looks great, but he's just not producing. So this could be the game that he gets there. I think both of these guys very live to get their points, PA potential. He's more the playmaker, not so much for Riley. At 6.5 assists also kind of just feels a touch high. I just don't know about him, man. It's never a fun click picking on somebody who just, season long hasn't really done that. You're basically just firing off a hopeful shot that assist is going to be there and that he's scoring, double digits like he has in the last, 5 games now. But I think he's also up to 15.5 points, or at least PrizePicks had him up there earlier. Let me see if they move him back. Yeah, man, I just don't know how to feel about him, honestly, today. I get it. All that stuff makes sense, but I'm definitely not playing. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing the 15.5 points. Like, that's crazy. But Riley looked a hell of a lot better. He only had a few small red flags, mostly being he had 2 of these games where he went scoreless. He shot 0 from the field, but granted, they were both blowout games. And then the actual game that he played was like one of his lowest scoring. He went like 2 for 10, 2 for 12, 3 for 12, something like that. But the minutes look pretty good. Anytime he's played over 25 minutes so far this season, his scoring output has looked really solid. You couldn't ask for a better spot. Again, pace total, all that stuff. Was it a 170 or 171.5 total? Is pretty crazy. But the scoring's been there. Dude's been very productive so far this season. He's more of a mixed bag shooter. He actually does offer a 3-point upside, whereas Famous does not whatsoever. And that's something that, this matchup, they are bleeding threes right now, like to any kind of volume shooter. So starters being mostly Riley and then their other small forward. He's the other 3-point shooter for the team. But outside of that, it's basically just these 2 guys and then the bench players. So Riley really stood out for me. I know we're kind of banking on the minutes to be there, but even in some of the games where he hasn't played his full allotment of minutes, he's been productive too. So, bro, if he plays anywhere close to 30 minutes tonight, this is going to be the freest prop on the board, I'm telling you.
Riley or Wilkerson?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because they just need the minutes, sounds like.
I think Riley, if I had to pick between that, because I know he'll at least play the 20-something minutes, Wilkerson might just go out. He could have a great game and still only play 23, 24 minutes.
Now, does Riley get any rebounds?
A little bit more inconsistently. He does not get assists though. That's not his thing.
I was thinking Riley alt, but you know what? The more we think about it, when we have these guys that are scary there with the minutes, it's probably best to just do the straight play with him.
Yeah, and if you got shout out to Hard Rock, man. I swear I talk about these guys every day, but Their odds are actually the best for the 14.5 line, which, I mean, for him, it doesn't really make any difference as far as hit rating concerned. It's all one and the same, but still just getting that extra point for the same money is kind of nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to move
Dare we
I'm
put
gonna
on
move
the
to Florida
listy?
just to get the site.
It's got to be in other spots. Here, I'm doing it once and for all. I'm Googling that right now. Let's see. Where is Hard Rock? What's it called? Sportsbook?
Sportsbook, yeah.
Book legal. Hard Rock Sportsbook. Arizona, Florida, Indiana, New Jersey, Ohio, Tennessee, and Virginia.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy,
Yeah.
huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 states.
Yeah, I remember it being very limited amount of states.
They must do that on purpose, right? Because how they got to get their name out somehow. Maybe they give better odds for everything. Because I noticed the tackles are the same. They always have every guy, and the lines are usually a little bit better every time.
Yeah, their odds of all year long have been insane. I mean, I feel like every time we see them, they're at the top of the best options.
Damn, bastards. Okay, well, we got that. Are we throwing in? You throwing in Riley or what?
Yeah, let's go with it, man. I liked him last night. I don't want to lose that value. I think everyone is zigging today, and we're gonna zag.
So you want to go? What's his last name again? Riley what?
Kegels.
Riley Kegels. Over what? 14.5 or 15.5? 15.5 points.
Let's do the 15 plus. I mean, if you have options for that, I think it's still one and the same.
So we'll put
14
and a half.
If the payout was any different.
We'll just put Hard Rock on the list. 0.5
Yeah.
or 1.
Yeah, let's do the 14.5 because you can even get them on PrizePicks for 2.75. That's actually a really good value.
Okay, 14.5. We'll put Hard Rock and we'll put PrizePicks too. And then 0.5 since he has the 3 games that look weird, or put him at 1.
Yeah, we'll do 0.5 for that one because there is some underlying stuff.
All right, I dare you to go look at the list. I dare you. Boom! Oh. Look at it go.
We're gonna make some money today.
Let's go.
We are gonna make some money, fam. I'm feeling good about this. I know we had a shit day yesterday, a few bad beats. Had we got that news earlier, we would have definitely made some pivots. But it is what it is. New day, new dawn, and we got tacos to also pair up with a lot of this stuff too. So make sure you guys jump on your discounted sites.
Yeah, and we got 3 bowl bets already in, I think, and might add another one. I think that Georgia game is looking interesting. I don't think did we lock that one in? Oh, we already did. Kane 10, Haig 15, Georgia over 72. I like that.
Hell yeah.
We're 4-1 in our last 5 bowl bets. Let's go. What were you taking a peek at? My dog. I call my dog P, so I'm used to saying that. E.
P and E and EP.
It's close.
I wanted to take a look at this Luca taco real fast. See if this one's worth a shit.
Luca.
44.5.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
All right. Pretty high. Pretty consistent. I know they're giving up a ton of RA this season. I remember that. Let's see. Is it a close game? 5.5. They're on the road. That should help with that. Yeah, that one's all right, Taco. Nothing too crazy, but pretty high hit rating. And it's Luca.
I can play my $5 limit on PrizePicks. That'll be fun. They're so mean to me.
Hell yeah. And there will be one more taco after that too, which I imagine likely in NHL one, but we'll keep an eye out. All right, man. Well, we got a hell of a lot of plays. 5 of them so far for today, at least 4 player props. I know you posted a few bet online things, yes, that I need to get caught up on. And we'll likely maybe even have one more bet online thing. We'll see about that, but you're going to have to be in the Discord for that one. So make sure you guys hop in there. even with the bad beats yesterday, still up pretty good on the season so far, and we're getting ready to stay right into the busy season. Tomorrow is also going to be a pretty packed slate again, so we should have a lot of stuff going on. Thursday is going to be pretty much an off day. I think there's only like one game or something like that. And then I believe the weekend schedule is just going to be loaded up from here moving forward. So we got a lot to get right this weekend and this weekday. So make sure you guys tap in with us. I think that's about all we got for you fine folks today. Underrated, you got anything else for us?
No, sir. Let's see if this outro makes this damn sound when I hit the button, because I think I tried to fix it. You ready?
All right. Yes, sir. Good luck tonight. We'll catch y'all back here tomorrow for the stream, and we'll see y'all in the Discord. Peace.
Guess what? It's not going to work because my mouse just died. I'm not even joking. I don't even know how to go out now.
If you can get the window open, you can Alt F4 out of it, I guess. But
nope. You know what I have to do? As it plays. Now, bear with me. Don't even think about it. That was so funny because I was like, here we go, yeah, and then my mouse died. No bullshit. I have an extra mouse though. Let's see. All right, you ready to try it again?
Yes, sir. Let's get out of here, y'all. Peace.
No, it didn't work.
Nope. All right, we're just streaming forever. We'll be on here 24 hours.
Yeah, hold on. Why the fuck? Oh, I think I got it now. All right, my second mouse is ready, and I'm ready for you to do that again. You ready?
All right. Good luck, y'all. Catch y'all back here tomorrow. Peace again.